Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Florida State's offense will have first crack at this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven.
There he goes.
It's going to come back for holding, isn't it?
But there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Wow. Illegal man downfield.
The O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They feed him again. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Thanks to grab.
We got turnarounds. Catch it and go.
42, and now this offense is clicking.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Going for it all.
Yep.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Excellent job by this defense. You know they watched the tape last week. This offense was humming. They were clicking. They were in rhythm. You knew they would be aggressive, and they are in the first drive. Great discipline in the back end. Shows up, shows out, and creates the first takeaway of this football game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Rushes on.
Get him.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-flat.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Back open in the middle. At midfield, he's got room. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top covering 79 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Floating away. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? We've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations.
All
we
over
can't control finishing strong. The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This one's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Bruins are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Proctor. Runs through a tackle.
All this time and still can't use the tackle.
They'll say he got it to the 45. And the Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got his man quickly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Punch it out of the air. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Throwing right. How about that way to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep. That's a bad break for the offense early.
And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down.
Dadgummit.
Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Otten. Breaks into the open. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Here's the pressure. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Bruins will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Oh, they're answering. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Bruins. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The offense has been really productive both ways, both scoring and giving up the ball, David. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8th clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football, you want to be in the mix, find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
Off the play fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Oh, yeah.
Snatches it on the right. Turning it on. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Noles.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
And the Bruins line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space.
Not catching him.
He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession.
Oh,
Again,
nice.
the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Finds his back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Bruins will punt this one away.
Oh, it's not going to roll back in the end zone.
And it'll be down right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
They'll give it to the back. At the 20, he's got space.
No way.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays.
Wow.
This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Bruins are in the hurry up. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out.
Can't tackle.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He tries to take the top off.
Ah, it's incomplete.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bruins send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
He's got an open man. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Right down the middle. The sure hands. It's Harvin. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Works the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Grabs it in the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. They'll immediately call timeout. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal.
You got 3.
Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this 1st drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the 1st half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide open downfield. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quick completion on the out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. They get him stuck.
Been over out there.
Kept moving until he was down to the 5. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Quick strike through the air for the score. Remember this one simple precept, and your time with me will not have been ill spent. The tight end is always open.
They think that too. They think they're always open. Throw me the football, but especially in the red zone. This is where you see most tight ends do most of their damage. Big body guys, QB find them, hit him, touchdown.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. takes the handoff. It's on. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the right.
Point close
He had to
on
get
that.
rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow.
not
It's
that
2nd and
fast.
7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right.
There it
Got
is.
him downfield. Touchdown, Knowles! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Connection to the right. Ripping off a really good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Pulls and fires complete.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab on the left. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The screen, and watch out. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Now the toss. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Bruins come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quickly complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
They'll run it on first and goal.
Ran right by him.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news... Oh, and the extra point is blocked. So a drive there of 82 yards... And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so...
There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Inside the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.